Just like the 50 pounds in 50 days challenge, this will not be edited. So, if I fuck up, whatever. This particular challenge, as of now, I'm calling it 70 pounds in 99 days. Pretty clever. I weighed in this morning at 320.2 pounds. Sounds worse than what it is. Like before, had a bad day yesterday. Before the pictures that were taken today that will be posted, I had a bad day eating today since this is kind of my last hurrah. So I guess technically I start tomorrow, which would be 70 pounds in 98 days, but it's just not as catchy, so it's going to be 70 pounds. I'll get back to that. Roughly 70 pounds in 99 days. Again, not quite, on the surface, not quite as challenging as my first 50 pounds in 50 days challenge, because the math is a bit easier, but seeing as how I am nearly 70 pounds less at this point than I was when I started that challenge, it may indeed be the same challenge or even more challenging. And what did I think I lost maybe 36 pounds or 32 pounds in 50 days. What I had riding on the line that time was rent for the month, which my old apartment was $600. Well, my new house rent is $1,100. So, same challenge, but roughly twice the stakes this time around with my roommate. Him and I haven't formalized it yet, but 70 is seeming a bit optimistic, so I might back that down to 60, which is really going to be 50 true pounds of weight loss. And what I mean by that is that I weighed in this morning at 320.2, but really I'm probably about 310. I'm holding on to a lot of bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised if this first week I lose 10 pounds, like that, no big deal. So I've probably legitimately put on 6 pounds of fat, 4 pounds of muscle these last few months, and so I'm guessing roughly 310. The goal weight at the end was 250, because that's sort of like a benchmark I have in my head. When I'm 250 or under, I feel pretty comfortable. But I'm thinking I'll talk with him and I'll post an update of making that 260, which again will be 60 pounds of weight lost, which again is actually 50 pounds of weight lost. Does that make sense? Since I estimate my real, legit, not water weight to be roughly 310 right now. Again, the pictures were taken sort of strategically because I want to look as bad as possible today, because I want to make, I want the difference to be dramatic. I took the measurements. Let's see, since the last benchmark I have when I was measuring regularly was on September 19th of 2010. So, for example, my neck, I've not gained any inches. My bicep, I've gained 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to do that from now on flexed, just because it's easier to identify the same point every time. So, flexed, my biceps are not a hard flex, but bent and tensing 18.5 inches. Forearms were 13 inches today, so I've gained 1/4 of an inch on my forearms. Chest, pretty big increase. In September of last year, I was 48.75 inches, and just now I was 52.25. So, I don't even know what that is, a 3.5 inch gain, roughly, since September. Waist, worst one yet. September of last year, I was 48 flat. And also, before I continue, September of last year was pretty much my all-time lows across the board. So, September of last year, waist 48. Today, 52.5. Bad one. Again, I'm bloated though. Hips, I have gained 1.75 inches from 47.25 to 49. Thigh, at the fattest, grossest portion up towards the buttocks, I've gained 3/4 of an inch from 29.5 to 30.25. And calf, it was 17, now it's 17.25, so negligible, no real gain. I haven't really looked at the if indeed I did weigh 320 today, and if indeed my goal is 250, which is 70 pounds, it would be way too optimistic. What would it be? I would have to lose something like 5 pounds a week, which ain't gonna happen. I will, in the description box below, I'll update the new numbers. I'm gonna assume I should just call this 60 pounds in 98 days. It's just so much less catchy, though. 68 pounds in 98 days. No, I told you I'm not gonna redo this. So it's shitty. I'm sorry. 60 pounds in 98 days, starting tomorrow. So by September 1st of this year, my goal is to be down to 260 pounds. Which I estimate to be a true 50-pound weight loss, but 60 in all. I've gone over this like 10 times. My video is actually worse right now than it typically is, I'm sorry. So, pictures to follow. Pictures, I made them purposely bad, and looking at them, I've certainly put on some bloat, but they're not as bad as they could be. Definitely looking forward to seeing how those progress. And I'm gonna try to put the camera in the same place every day, but I'm not gonna be doing any cropping, any resizing. You're just gonna get the raw photo of me standing in this gaming room here up against the closet. So maybe in the future, once I get down to my goal weight, I'll, crop everything together in a nice, consistent way. But for now, you're getting the raw file. No cropping, no resizing, nothing. So May 26th, 2011, tomorrow, begins the 60 pounds in 98 day challenge. I guess that's what I'll call the video. Very challenging. Odds of me succeeding, I would say roughly 50-50. This time around, it's going to be much more focused on caloric restriction. Absolutely no more than 2,500 calories per day, but with the goal of getting it closer to 2,000, which for somebody my size and for my goals and the way I work out is a bit ridiculously low. And if you don't think so, then you don't know what you're talking about. But I'm trying to get over the pride hurdle of maintaining every pound of lean body mass that I have and just accepting I'm going to lose some quality mass and some strength. I just need to get down. So I'm sacrificing some muscle, perhaps, but the ramifications of doing it a bit more aggressively this time versus the consequences of staying where I currently am. And what are these guaranteed consequences versus the theoretical ramifications of doing it aggressively? The guaranteed consequences right now is being unhealthy, unhappy, and uncomfortable. Versus, okay, maybe I lost some muscle, did this a bit too fast, and believe me, I understand the slow and controlled approach, and I wish I had that personality who could be happy with that, but I'm just not. I need to dive in head first and just get it done, which is why I'm doing the pictures and the measurements again, because when I took the sort of improvised approach these last 8 months, it's been for shit. I haven't made any progress. So strict again, aggressive, head first, just going for it, full steam ahead. And again, getting back to the consequences. If, I need to do it this particular way because I need to see progress, I need to be motivated, I need to keep going. I need to see that scale moving. Outside of the numbers goal, it is also my goal to weigh myself again once per week, which is what I was doing before earlier in the challenge, and it worked. Because when I weigh myself, for example, every Wednesday, What is today Wednesday? Wait, is it Thursday? It's Wednesday. That's convenient. So I guess I'll be posting weekly videos on Wednesday again. When I weigh myself every Wednesday, it's just, you're pretty much guaranteed a significant loss. You stayed on track, it's going to keep you going, and that's what I need. So 10 minutes and 50 seconds now. Video's running long. It's been really disconnected. I've repeated myself 100 times, but I'll do it one more time. In summary, photos to follow, measurements will be put below. Beginning tomorrow, 60 pounds in 98 days. We'll see how it goes. Caloric restriction between 2,000 and 2,500 calories per day. That will be adjusted depending on what type of workout I did that day. Carbohydrate consumption will again be adjusted according to whether or not I lifted weights that day. I plan on doing fasted cardio every morning. I'm going to say 7 days a week. I've set my alarm already for half an hour earlier than I would normally wake up. My alarm is normally set for 3 a.m. to get to work. So, I'm committed when I set my alarm for 2:30 in the morning. I'm going to go right into the garage, hop on the bike, do a half an hour of fasted cardio, hop in the shower, go to work. I'll snack on something at work, come home, snack again, kick ass in the weight room, have a decent-sized dinner, call it a day. As usual, real whole foods, no grains, no legumes, limited dairy, high fat, moderate protein, low carbs. That's it. If I stick to it, I fucking guarantee you I'll make amazing progress. If I don't, or I'm here making excuses, it's not because I'm lying, but it's because I'm just psyching myself out and, oh, well, I'm not doing this, and this is why this is happening. Fuck that. If I do what I'm sitting down and establishing right now, I will absolutely make fantastic progress. Regardless of what I say in the future, this is the video when I lay down the gauntlet. And if I do these things, I guarantee I make significant progress, barring death or some catastrophic illness or injury. So that's it. Video posted today, which will be in, but the challenge is starting tomorrow. I'll post another video next Wednesday. That's it. Long video. I'm sorry. Photos to follow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and until next time.